You must work here.
Well, Joe, this is our garden. It isn't very large, but it's a nice garden, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you must help in the house, too. And you must keep the cars clean. That's the garage. We've got 2 cars, a Jaguar and a Morris. Let's go into the garage. This is the Jaguar. It's quite smart, isn't it?
Ah.
The Morris isn't here. My husband took it out. He always drives to the office in the Morris. I always take the Jaguar. Barbara often takes the Jag. Barbara's my daughter.
Oh.
When she takes the Jaguar, I take the Morris. My husband never takes the Jaguar. He doesn't like it. Mr. Lee works in town. He has an office there. What time is it? 4:05. He isn't working now. He finished work at 4. He always finishes work at 4 o'clock. He gets in the car and drives home. He's driving home now. He usually arrives home at 4:30. He never arrives early and he never arrives late. He's always on time. Let's go into the house now. This is the hall. That's the door of the lavatory. The kitchen is over there. We keep the hoover, the carpet sweeper and the floor polisher in that cupboard. That's the living room. This is the dining room, and there's a study on the ground floor too. Mr. Lee sometimes works or reads there in the evening. Upstairs there are 3 bedrooms and a bathroom. The washing machine and the spin dryer are in the kitchen. Let's go into the dining room. Here's the dining table. Barbara always sits here. Mr. Lee sits near the door and I sit on his right. Dick sits near the window and Kate sits opposite him.
I usually get up at 11.
You have lunch here in the dining room, don't you?
Oh, no, we don't. Only Barbara and I have our lunch at home. Kate works in a bank. She's a typist. She isn't at work today. She's got a day off. She went to see a friend. She usually has lunch in her office. Dick, my son, goes to school. He has lunch at school. Mr. Lee doesn't eat out. He takes sandwiches. Barbara and I have our lunch in the kitchen.
When do you usually have your meals?
Well, we usually have breakfast at 8:15. Lunch is at 12:30 and tea at 4:30. We usually have dinner at 8. When we go out, we have supper at 11.
You give parties sometimes, don't you?
Oh, yes, we do. And we often go out and have dinner at a restaurant.
There are always a lot of people at your parties, aren't there?
Of course. Everybody likes to come to my parties.
When do you usually get up in the morning?
Well, Dick and Kate get up at 7:30. My husband gets up at 8, and I get up at 7:45.
Barbara doesn't get up early, does she?
She doesn't usually get up before 10. You must get up at 7.
At 11, good. I usually get up at 11.
I didn't say 11, I said 7.
What? Pardon? Did you say 7?
Of course I did. You must get up at 7 on Saturdays, Sundays and holidays. On weekdays, you must get up at 5.
Oh, my goodness.